Study Billionaires, and this is episode 85 of the Investors Podcast.
Broadcasting from Bel Air, Maryland, this is the Investors Podcast. They'll read the books and summarize the lessons. They'll test the waters and tell you when it's cold. They'll give you actionable investing strategies. Your host, Preston Pish and Stig Broderson.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there? This is Preston Pish, and I'm your host for the Investors Podcast. And as usual, I'm accompanied by my co-host, Stig Broderson, out in Denmark. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have some people really excited about today's show because our guest today is the one and only Jack Schwager from the famous compilation of books titled The Market Wizard Series. Here's a little bit on Jack, and I know that people listening to the show already know who you are. A lot of people listening to the show already know who you are, but if they don't, I'm just going to give a quick background so people know who you are, Jack. Jack got his degree in economics from Brooklyn College and also a master's in economics from Brown University. He's probably one of the most accomplished financial writers in the world, and he's interviewed countless billionaires and prodigies within the financial community. When you read one of Jack's books for the first time, you'll quickly realize that the person who's asking the questions in the book, which is Jack, is at par and just as smart as the person who's answering the questions. So Jack's the author of Market Wizards, The New Market Wizards, Stock Market Wizards, Hedge Fund Market Wizards, The Little Book of Market Wizards, The Complete Guide to Futures Markets, and Market Sense and Nonsense. So these books are not like 100-page books, all those books that I just listed. They're not like these short little 50-page or 150-page kind of books. In some cases, Jack's interviewed up to 20 different people that are total prodigies within finance. Like Ray Dalio, we talk about Ray all the time on our show. Jack's actually sat down and had an interview with billionaire Ray Dalio. So that's just one of the hundreds of people that he's sat down and actually interviewed. So with all of that, Jack, I want to jump to the questions because the last thing I want to do is be the guy talking the whole time. We want to push the talking over to you so you can just share your knowledge with our community because this is really exciting to have you on our show. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for that intro. Appreciate it.
So my question up front, knowing the caliber of people that you've sat down with, Jim Rogers, I mean, there's some people that you've interviewed that I'm big fans of. What was the one investor that you've interviewed that you were most impressed with? And what would be that one key takeaway that you had from that person's approach that you still keep with you today? What would be that one person and that one thing that you took away from all these interviews?
You know, it's like asking who's the greatest baseball player ever. You know, it's